What's going on YouTube? My name is Michael Mitchell, aka Dollar Mike, and I'm back at it again with another video. And in today's video, we're going to talk all about Robinhood once again, but it's not your normal Robinhood video. It's actually a Robinhood portfolio update. So I'm going to be doing a portfolio update for every single month using Robinhood now. If you guys don't know why I'm using Robinhood again, make sure you check out my video on dividend investing because that's exactly why I'm using Robinhood again. So yeah, 1 month a video basically going over my whole portfolio, essentially showing you guys exactly what I invest in Robinhood, and that's kind of it. So it's gonna be, it could be a long video, it might not be, it depends on how it kind of goes. So let's just run it. So yes, this is my Robinhood portfolio update for April 2020. Most of these stocks I just got over about a week and a half ago because I just started using Robinhood again, as I mentioned before. So without further ado, let's just get right into what I got so far. And pretty much everything's going to be the same going throughout April. So I might have a couple more, but they'll change. And then the ones that do change, I'll just add them into the May video. So once a month, you're going to get one of these portfolio updates from me, just showing you guys exactly what I invested in. That simple. So let's get right into it. I'm not gonna waste your time any longer. Open up the Robinhood app, bam. So here we go. Got $2,400 invested, and as you guys may or may not know, like my last video mentioned, I'm doing dividend investing. So with dividend investing, I'm not really looking to make full-blown gains. I'm actually looking to kind of get great dividends coming back to me. And essentially dividends is when you own a share of a company and they pay you for just holding shares in the company. That simple. So I hold shares, they pay me out quarterly, and overall, you build the money up and you'll make more dividends. Overall, that turns into passive income because you don't do anything. All you have to do is hold the stock. But yeah, $2,400 right now. You can see today, because I don't know if you guys have used Robinhood before, but today, one day, I'm down about $48. Past week, I'm down about $7 over this past month, which isn't really this past month. It's only about a week and a half, because that's how long I've been using it. I'm actually up $304. So overall, I'm pretty much up by 14%. I was up by a lot more, but market, it's a whole crisis outside, so it happens. So overall, up within the month, $304. 3 months, $299, and then year, it's about basically the same because I haven't really been using Robinhood. So kind of just started using it a week and a half ago. Let's just do it. So you can see I got like $15 in cash. You can see what's going on right here with the stocks I have. So let's start with the first stock on the list, and that is Groupon. So Groupon I have 10 shares of. You can see today is down. And Groupon, the funniest thing is, Groupon I actually don't get dividends back from because they don't have any dividends right now. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can't really afford to pay their holders of the company because they can't afford to take care of themselves. But I really do believe in Groupon. This is just something personal to me. So, and it's a couple stocks like that on this list. And of course, not all these stocks on this list are probably the best dividend growth stocks, but I do want to own those stocks. So that's why I have them here. But regardless, Groupon is one of those stocks where I actually use Groupon often. I like Groupon, so I want to see Groupon grow. Hopefully they do grow. I'm willing to take a risk. I mean, I'm only $9 in the company, basically $10 in the company. So I mean, like 10 shares is not going to kill me. I might buy more, might buy less. But overall, you can see right here my total return with Groupon is $1.48. So I'm up. But Groupon, yes, like I said before, down here, no dividends. So I won't get any dividends from them. But hopefully, Groupon can get their act together. People can actually use it because it's a great thing. I talked about it in plenty of videos. It's a great thing. I don't know what's up with that. But I'm going to have to do more research. Either way, $9, $10 in the company, it's not going to hurt me at all, basically. So it's $10. Who cares? Take it out, I'll take a loss, who cares? It's $1. I really don't care, it doesn't matter. But I'm up $1, so that's cool. So Groupon's that first one, 10 shares. Next up is Nintendo. So Nintendo, well, if you guys don't know me, I'm a huge Nintendo fan. I'm a huge fan of gaming. I game on everything, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, all that good stuff. Mainly Xbox and Switch. I'm not really that PlayStation fan that much. Well, I'm a huge PlayStation fan, that's a lie. I just play mainly just the exclusives. I just don't really play like Xbox, Switch is my mains. That simple. So Nintendo, 3 shares in Nintendo right now, and their dividend yield is 1.82, so 1.82%, which is definitely solid dividends. And Nintendo usually always comes through and pays their dividends. I haven't really had any issues with Nintendo going ever since I've kind of owned Nintendo, because I had Nintendo before when I was using Robinhood before. Got rid of all my shares because I stopped using Robinhood, then bought more shares because I got Robinhood back. So here, that's where I am now. And basically, Nintendo's fine. It's just a cool company. I mean, I love Nintendo. Grew up with Nintendo. Grew up with Nintendo and grew up with PlayStation. And then Xbox kind of came in the way like high school time. So Nintendo, cool with me. I'm definitely gonna buy more shares of Nintendo. They're doing great right now. They're killing it with Animal Crossing. They're killing it with the Switch. I don't see anything hurting them right now. So definitely gonna buy more shares of Nintendo. That's just me personally. So that's the second one. The third one is actually the third stock is actually SPHD. If you don't know what SPHD is essentially a group of different stocks all put into one, but all those stocks are high dividend, low risk stocks. So with this one, I'm gonna get a pretty good dividend. As you can see here, 6.12. I'm gonna get a pretty good dividend, and it's like I said before, it's literally a whole group of I'm not sure how many stocks it is. I guess I'm not sure. It's the S&P 500's highest paying dividend stocks with the lowest risk. So that's pretty much your best bet for your money. I have 2 shares of this. I plan on buying more shares of this in the future, but currently I have 2, and currently they're actually paying me a dividend today, it looks like, and that's for 31 cents. So let's see what that's all about. So I have 2 shares, 15 cents a share, 31 cents. So look at that. 31 cents for me not doing anything. That'll be paid to me by the end of today, I'm assuming. So boom, there we go. That's my only dividend, I believe, this month, but it's okay because I just bought the stock like last week, so I really don't care. But yeah, so that's that. Next up is CNK, which is Cinemark. Cinemark is another company where they pay, pretty good dividends if they actually decide to pay that out. Because remember, a thing to note about all these stocks is companies can cut their dividends at any time, any given time. It does not matter to me personally because the companies that I invest in, I plan on holding for the long term. So hopefully those companies can come through and pay those dividends respectively. But like I said before, companies, they can cancel that anytime depending on how the market goes. And obviously in our health crisis right now outside, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of companies not paying their dividends. For instance, one of them is Boeing. I'll get down to them because I do have a couple shares in Boeing. I'll get down to them at the bottom. They cut their dividends, and plenty of other companies, I think on my list that I actually have here that I'm actually invested in right now, also cut their dividends temporarily, not permanently. But like I said before, if you're in it to make dividends and all this kind of stuff, you want the biggest dividend and whatnot, that's fine. But you have to understand, you have to research your company, understand that something could happen where they might not pay out the dividends, or they just might not pay out the dividends. That's completely up to them. So just do your research, find that out. But regardless, Cinemark is another one of those companies where I have a Cinemark membership. I go to the movies all the time when I actually can go to the movies. So I pretty much put a lot of faith in Cinemark. I definitely will buy more Cinemark. I don't know if it's really the best investment. I think personally, I think it is. But listen, like I said, this is all for entertainment purposes only. Do not take this as all fact or any fact at all. I could be wrong about every single one of these stocks that I'm invested in. I could lose all my money. It is what it is. I don't think I will, but I could. So all entertainment purposes only. Please do not sue me. It's not my fault if you lose money. I mean, it's just that simple. But obviously, you should do your own research. But yeah, Cinemark, 5 shares in Cinemark. They pay out a decent dividend if they actually decide to pay that out. We'll see about that. And yeah, overall, I'm pretty much down kind of with most people right now. Not everybody, but Cinemark, I'm down $6. And yeah, $50 equity in the company. Probably plan on buying more because I believe in Cinemark. I like Cinemark as a brand. I like Cinemark as a company. I use them all the time, so that's that. Next up is Siri. No, not Siri on your iPhone. Not Siri on your iPhone. It's actually Sirius XM. I got all 3 of these shares, actually. I got all 3 of these shares for free from you guys, basically just signing up for the app. So when you sign up for the app, you get a free share of whatever. It's random. So free share up to $500 a year. So make sure you click that link down below if you don't have a Robinhood account and sign up for the app and get free shares. So thanks to you guys, I have $14 total return from SiriusXM because basically it's free. I didn't buy them, so that's 15. So whatever this is worth, it's mine. That's it. I can sell it at any time. I'm not going to because they pay a cool dividend, so I'll just hang on to it. I'm not losing anything, so it doesn't really hurt me, and that's kind of that. So 3 shares of that. Go on down, and here we go. And Boeing. So Boeing has had the time of its life over the past week. If you guys don't know what Boeing is, they essentially take care of I'm pretty sure you know what Boeing is. But if you don't, it's connected to the airline industry. They essentially make the planes and whatnot. I don't know the full extent of Boeing because, like I said before, I mean, I'm just getting into this. But I did want to invest in Boeing. I did believe in Boeing. I do take flights. They do use Boeing planes on those flights, so whatnot. So you know who Boeing. You basically kind of know who Boeing is. But regardless, they have a good dividend. They're not paying it out right now. They actually cancel their dividends, and you can see with Boeing right now, I'm actually up with a total return of $252. It actually was a lot higher than that, probably about 3 days ago. But like I said, it is what it is. I don't plan on selling any of these stocks or any of these shares, so I'm not worried about that. I'm really just here for the dividend. This dividend won't be paid to me currently, as far as I know, because they cancel their dividends out. So 5 shares of that. So we'll see how this goes and continues. I'll do more research and find out if I should keep Boeing or go ahead and sell it. So for the time being, I still have it in my portfolio. It's still there. Next up is a nice little dividend paying stock. It's AT&T. They always pay good dividends, but they're not. I think I read something online. They're not paying dividends because basically the same thing. Health crisis going on outside. Not paying dividends. 3 shares. That's where we're at. But AT&T, I mean, it's one of those forever companies. It's gonna be around forever. It's one of those Apples. It's one of those. Well, they'll be around. They'll be around a decent amount. I don't see AT&T going anywhere anytime soon. Considering 5G is coming up, 5G is gonna take over the whole world just like 4G did. So AT&T overall is just naturally a good investment, especially a long-term investment. Like I said, I'm not selling anything, so not really worried about it. Next up is Coca-Cola, and obviously you guys know Coca-Cola. First of all, Coca-Cola, this is a good buy. I'm just saying, Coca-Cola is another one of those forever companies. You don't really have to worry about them. They own tons of stuff. So, and I'm up right now with Coca-Cola, $17, and they also pay a decent dividend. I'm not sure they're paying that dividend out currently, but I hope so because it's a pretty solid dividend. So, Coca-Cola, forever company. Not much to say about that. That's cool. So next up we have O. O is actually real estate. So real estate is essentially a real estate, I think it's a real estate stock, and I believe, who is it for? California. Real estate in California. They have, they're pretty good. I mean, can't really complain. I just wanted to kind of just, basically the main thing I'm getting out of the real estate, and then other things that you might see on here, you might be like, Mike, why are you invested in that? Like, maybe do you even like that? And the thing is, some stuff I do like, some stuff I'm just invested in to be invested in because I kind of like them. I like their dividends. I like that they're actually paying them dividends out, and I also like to be diversified. So to be diversified is to essentially have stocks, shares, all that kind of stuff over tons of different things. I can go right over here real quick and show you. Over tons of different things. This is how my Robinhood account is set up right now. So 34% is in manufacturing materials, and you can see only 4% of everything I own in Robinhood is only 4% is in hospitality. So overall, I would like these to be pretty even. Some of them maybe more than others, but overall pretty even because, when the stock market goes down and stuff, for instance, I had $500 in Boeing. When I bought Boeing, I paid essentially $500 and I got 5 shares for it. So if I had $500 in Boeing and then $500 in something else, if Boeing just died the next day, Boeing was just gone, then I essentially lost $500 and that's my whole portfolio. You don't want to do that. You want to spread your money out evenly or semi-evenly, so when the stock market crashes or something like that, you're still okay. So that's kind of the gist of real estate, but I was gonna invest in real estate anyway. I like real estate, so yeah. 1 share of Barrick Gold. All these stocks on here, I was recommended to buy. Some of them I wasn't recommended to buy. Some of them I bought myself. All depends, but this is one of them where I was recommended to buy. I only ended up buying 1 share because I haven't seen it really popping in. I never really invested in gold before or something like that. I invested in like physical gold, but I never did it in like the stock market. Like I have gold, like I have jewelry and stuff like that. I like investing in it that way rather than putting it in the stock market. Honestly don't have that much experience in gold. That's why I only have 1 share, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy more because it's okay. It's not doing anything. It's not doing anything special to me. Maybe it will in the future, but as far as right now, no. Next up is Transentrix, and this is I believe it's health supplies based out of North Carolina. This is also a recommendation. They currently are not paying out dividends. I currently have 40 shares in them, which is only about $15 equity, which is essentially nothing. So not too worried about it. They were paying dividends before, so we'll see what happens going forward. Obviously, health crisis outside, so we'll see. Once things get back to normal, maybe something will pop off. Here we go. So medical properties trust, and you would think this is a medical stock, but no, it's not. It's real estate, and it's real estate based in Alabama. I think that personally, I chose this one myself. I think this is a good buy. I have inside knowledge, I guess you could say that, inside knowledge that things could be popping off in Alabama as far as real estate. So I wanted to, I want to dip my fingers in there, make sure I got everything. So that's that. Let me put this on silent. So that's that for that. And right now I'm up $4 in it. So if you want to invest in that, I think it's a good investment, and they pay out a decent dividend. Most real estate stocks do pay out a decent dividend, and they always usually do come through paying out that dividend. So I think it's a good investment. I will be buying more in the future, just letting you guys know. Let's see. So we go down. We got, where we at? We're right here. Pfizer. So Pfizer, definitely a good buy. Pfizer is another one of those forever companies. And let me check that. Total return, I'm up $13. It doesn't really matter. Main thing I'm worried about is that dividend, and the main thing I'm also worried about is them paying me that dividend. So for the time being, I believe they still are going to do that. Pfizer, like I said before, is pretty solid. I have no issues with Pfizer right now. So probably, most likely, actually 100%, I'll be buying more Pfizer. So that's that. Next up is a couple of banks. KeyBank was a recommendation. I do not use KeyBank, but I heard they pay out a decent dividend. I heard they actually pay their dividends out, and it's something good to hold. Nothing crazy. It won't blow up in the stock market. You won't be rich off of KeyBank, but something to hold. I might buy more shares. You can see I only have one right now. I'm currently up 35 cents in it total overall, and that's that. Ally Bank. I use Ally Bank. I mentioned Ally Bank. Only have one share currently. Plan on buying more, but for the time being, it is what it is. I'm down a little bit in Ally Bank right now. Not worried about it. Like I said, none of that matters. Going for that dividend, making sure they're paying that dividend, and that's that. Definitely will be buying more in the future. I also want to get shares of Bank of America because I use Bank of America still, and just not their savings account because that's trash. We don't do that. We use high interest savings accounts only, so make sure you know that. It'll be in like 4 of my other videos that I always talk about, so yeah. Next up is 10 shares of Ambev, is that how we're going to do it? And they own plenty of, it's like a group, I think they own plenty of beverage companies, I'm pretty sure. I'm not crazy, am I? I think so. So yeah, food and drink. Yeah, I'm not crazy. Okay, so I knew what I was talking about. They pay a decent dividend. From what I can tell, they're paying their dividends out, and I plan on buying more. That's kind of it. But yeah, they own a lot of beverages, alcohol, and just regular beverages as well. So, excuse me, I think it's personally a good investment, and like I said before, I will be buying more, and I think currently I am down in it right now, about $1. So, $1. Next up is Halliburton. So, I think I actually got this for free. I think I got this share for free. I got like 2 shares of this actually for free, just for you guys signing up. But I decided, let me just go ahead and buy 8 more. I don't know what possessed me to buy 8 more. I really don't think I know enough about this company, so I definitely will be looking into it. Overall, I am up $6, and the dividend is super high. But I do need to do more research. I think I just kind of risk bought that. I don't know what's up. It's Energy, Texas. I really just kind of I don't know when I bought this. I really don't, and that's bad. You shouldn't do that. But hey, I got it right now. It's doing good for me right now. Maybe they'll pay a dividend out. Maybe they won't. We'll find out. I doubt it because, I mean, let me see what the last 3 months is looking like. Yeah, I doubt they'll pay that dividend out, considering they were in the 20s and they're in 6. Doubt it. But they're holding up. If anything, when I sell it, I'll still make a return off of it because I'm up to $6 in it right now. And all these right here, I have it set to my total return, so you guys can see what's my total return in all of these right now. So the total return is the return that you got from the stock since you bought it. Today's return, you can see obviously today your equity is how much equity you have in that company, percent change, last price. You get the point. So let me change it back to total return, and we're gonna go down to the next one. Next one is CenterPoint Energy. This is obviously energy, so I want to get into energy stocks. I'm doing more research with energy stocks. I'm also invested in energy stocks in my M1 Finance for more of a growth portfolio instead of a dividend investing portfolio. So I want to get into more energy stocks. This one looked like a solid one to me. I did a little bit of research on them. I might buy more, need to do more research, but they're paying a decent dividend, and it looks like they're paying it out. Most likely, we'll find out in the future. So, next up is it's Southern. I believe that's also energy. Pretty sure. Yep. Southern is also energy. They I think this is one of those ones that's definitely a long lasting something basically something to hold on for a long time. They pay a decent dividend. I don't see why they wouldn't pay it out. Everything's looking good. I'm actually upping them $3 right now, so I have no issues. Most likely we'll buy more. We'll see how things go in the future. Chatham Chatham Lodging Trust. I feel like this is real estate. I have 5 shares in it. The dividend is huge, so I really think this is real estate. I hope they pay that out. That'd be nice. It is Florida real estate. Look at that. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna do more research on this, but hopefully they pay that out. Nice dividend. Didn't make any gains in it yet, but like I said before, not worried about that. So we'll find out in the future. CVS, another long term. You're not gonna be rich off of CVS unless you got it when it was like first came out. But CVS long term, you know what CVS is. Everybody knows what CVS is. Don't really have to explain it. They have a decent dividend. They usually always pay their dividend out, so I have no issues with CVS. So that's kind of it. And I'm also up $6 in CVS. So cool. Next up is Dine Brands, and this essentially is a group of restaurants. So you can't just buy. Well, some places you can actually just buy restaurants. Like for instance, they have Red Robin on here. Like you like Red Robin, invest in Red Robin. Sure. I mean, I don't know if it's the best investment, but if you want to, you can do that. Regardless, I'm down $5. Their dividend is pretty solid. I don't know if they're paying it out. I think they are. I know someone else isn't, but I think they are. So hopefully they pay that out. That'd be nice. And they actually own multiple restaurants like chains and whatnot. So I'm trying to find. I believe I looked them up, but it's so many stocks you just don't know off the top of your head. Sometimes they say it down here in the description. Oh yeah, so they have IHOP, Applebee's. It looks like they have in IHOP, Applebee's. I'm pretty sure they have more than that, but just those two. I mean, I like both those restaurants anyway, so that works out for me. But I'm thinking that's a good investment. Maybe buy more. I'll do more research and I'll find out in the future. Next up is Hanes Brands. This is clothing, I believe. So yeah, clothing. They essentially just make like material. You know what Hanes is. Like they got you. So decent dividend, down a little bit. They pay their stuff out. Shouldn't have any issues. Hanes Brand. That's kind of it. Where we at? Exxon Mobil. So they are not paying their dividends out because I found that out today or yesterday. They're not paying dividends out, but Exxon Mobil is still, I think, personally a good investment because it's Exxon. I mean, it's basically like energy. You can't really go wrong with that. It's gasoline, all that kind of stuff. So definitely a good mix. I don't see why they're not paying it out because of the crisis outside. But in the future, I think this is a good investment. Overall, I'm up about $1.70 with it. Oh, well, never mind. I just jumped to 225, 260. See, this is an upgoing bound. I don't know. Regardless, hey, it's a good investment. I think it's a good investment. If you want to invest in it, you should. I think so. I think it's a good investment right now for sure. Next up is Shell. I know, right? RDS.B. It's Shell. You know what Shell is? Gas station, gasoline, all that kind of stuff. Definitely a good investment. Not going anywhere. Same thing with ExxonMobil. They're not going anywhere, so might as well go ahead. I think Shell is paying their dividends out. If I'm 100% certain, I think they are. And yeah, that's kind of it with Shell. Shell. Next up is Verizon, another forever company. Nothing to really worry about there. Most likely they'll pay that dividend out. Hopefully, definitely going to buy more. Verizon, they cover everything. And like I said before, with AT&T, that 5G, get on that. Because 4G was big, 5G is going to be just as big. I don't see why it wouldn't be. So anything around 5G, get on that. Next up is Western Digital. Western Digital makes hard drives. They make SSDs. They make essentially like storage devices, like for your MacBook, for your all that kind of stuff. Well, actually, this is SanDisk right here. This isn't. I have a Western Digital actually in my PC. Have two 2 terabyte Western Digital hard drives in my PC. Wow, fun. So yeah, literally a storage brand. They're forever company. I don't see anybody taking them over. It's either Western Digital or Seagate. That's the other one. The other top two players. Obviously SanDisk. I don't know who owns SanDisk, or maybe SanDisk is their own. But yeah, SanDisk is good too. But I don't think SanDisk is publicly traded. So Western Digital, Seagate, great stuff. No issues there. I just thought it'd be a good investment. Hopefully that dividend gets paid out. Not entirely sure, but I'd probably buy a little bit more. Nothing crazy. Next up is Dunkin Brands, and obviously you guys know if you're talking about Dunkin', we're talking about Dunkin' Donuts. So Dunkin' Donuts, coffee is forever. It's not going anywhere. I don't see it going anywhere, and they pay a decent dividend. I have no issues with this, and I'll probably buy more. Next up is Fun. Fun is Cedar Fair. If you guys don't know, Cedar Fair, I'm actually down with them right now. Cedar Fair actually, they basically own all the amusement parks. Period. So they don't own like Disney. Obviously, they don't own like Disneyland, Disney World, all kind of stuff. But they own like King's Dominion. I don't think they own. Yeah. So let me see right here. So they own like King's Dominion, which personally I love. I love King's Dominion, and a whole bunch of other ones like Cedar Point. I think that's in Ohio. Dorney Park, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, can't really go wrong with that. It's not a bad investment. I think this is one of my more riskier investments, but personally, me as a amusement park enthusiast, I was like, okay, well, I want it, so I'm gonna buy it. If I take the loss, we'll take the loss. If that dividend pays out, that'd be great. We'll see. All this is time will tell, because as far as I know, the only one that's paid me a dividend was who's up there paying me a dividend? I can't even remember, but it was in the beginning of this video. Someone's paying me a dividend. And last one, but not least, for sure not least, is Nokia. I feel like people are sleeping on Nokia. Obviously, Nokia isn't what they used to be. They still make phones, I think, but they isn't what they used to be. The indestructible everything. I just think Nokia is a good investment. 5G is coming. Nokia doesn't just make phones, and 5G is coming. I just think it's a good investment, so I invested. I actually bought these 4 shares today. I'm most likely going to buy more, almost 100% sure. I just haven't put more money into Robinhood just yet, so that's kind of that as far as what I have. So if you look at these are all the stocks I'm invested in right now, and today is March 31st, 2020. So this this video will actually go live on, let's see, April 2nd. So this will essentially be my April portfolio, not April Fools, April portfolio. So we'll see what's coming up going into May. Obviously, I'm going to buy some stuff in April, and then I'll put that in the May monthly portfolio update video, which will be 1 month from now, essentially. So yeah, that's all I kind of got for right now. Obviously, if I scroll down, you can see on my list. And on my list, I basically broke down kind of what I'm going for, what else I'm trying to buy. I literally just put them all in a list. And it's basically all the stocks I want to buy in that particular category, and that's basically that. So if you guys want to see that as well, I can make a video on that. That's just what I personally think. Like I said before, all my stock choices could be wrong. I have plenty of stuff I still want to buy, like for instance Microsoft. I don't even have shares of Microsoft. I love Microsoft. Like, what? And Microsoft is also a great, oh my god, Microsoft is probably one of the number 1 investments right now. Definitely invest in Microsoft, and that's a fact. Like, so yeah, I don't have Microsoft. I don't have Apple. Like, a whole bunch of stuff on here I don't have. Let me see what else I got down here. Business ones like waste management. I don't have waste management, even though waste management is forever too. It's not going anywhere, and they pay a decent dividend. So, like, yeah, I still got plenty more to invest in. I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet, because obviously investing costs money. Can't really do it for free. I'm not taking out a loan to do that. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for my April 2020 Robinhood portfolio update. This is everything I'm invested in right now and how many shares I have of each right now. If you guys want to know all the different stuff I'm watching right now or gonna be buying in the future, honestly, probably the best thing to do is just follow me on Twitter, not Instagram, because I probably won't post it on Instagram. On Twitter of what I'm exactly buying, and that'll be kind of it. Just let me know. Just shoot me a DM, or you can DM me on Instagram, but DM me on Twitter or just at me on Twitter. And yeah, I'd be like, just ask me, like, Mike, what you buying? You buying any new stocks this week? I'll let you know. It's just that simple. I'll let you know. So, if you guys don't know, my name is Dollar Mike, aka Michael Mitchell. If you're watching this, the video is like 30 minutes long. You probably aren't watching this anymore, but hey, if you are, thank you. You're a great person. I love you. So, I make videos all about saving money, investing money, budgeting, credit cards, finance, personal finance. That's the whole channel. If you got any questions about any of that, let me know down in the comment section. I'll definitely make a video on it. That's basically it. I've been talking for 30 minutes. I need some water. Wow, definitely need some water. I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.